Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin. I'm so grateful you took some time out of your day to spend it with me, your guide to everything crypto and DeFi. In this video, we're going to answer the question today: how do we proceed when Bitcoin is about to have another death cross? And I want to talk about indicators that sometimes are slightly misinterpreted. And in this video, we're going to dive into some of those misinterpretations of the death cross, while we also take a look at Bitcoin, the news and events of today. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe, ping that notification bell, get the word out, and share this with people out there who want to increase their DeFi knowledge. I want to take a look at the crypto markets. And if you take a look, we are sitting in the orange fear range right now at fear at 27. It has been in a downtrend. Bitcoin is down right now around $82,000, and ETH and altcoins are bleeding. I don't think I need to get into a lot of detail in that. Crypto market cap has been down since January 19th, the inauguration, and again, it looks like ETF outflows have ticked back down. And here in a minute, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. It's been on a tear lately, and discuss the upcoming death cross along with the news. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at crypto bubbles. We're taking a look at my personal watch list. I'm a very visual person in this space. And we're looking at the weekly. You can see Supra, one of our favorite smaller altcoins, down negative 25, 26%. Plume, RWA play, negative 12%. Link, 6. Injective, negative 12.5. Jupiter, negative 10. It's a bloodbath out there. But we are in it for the long haul, and we don't care about what is happening on the daily and on the weekly. That's why we don't go all in with 100x leverage on crazy meme coins in this space. But let's now take a look at the charts. And I wanted to start with Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance, we broke out of our uptrend, as you can see on the daily chart. This was around mid or late November after Thanksgiving. We have now gotten back into our uptrend channel. We are bouncing right off of the excuse me, the 50-day moving average, and we have been going up. We're right now sitting at 62.24%, and if Bitcoin dominance is going to look this strong, again, I said in a previous video, this could make its way up closer to 65%. It is something we need to keep an eye on. Altcoins are going to bleed if Bitcoin dominance is on a tear, and that's just something you need to know. We're also, before I talk about the death cross, I want to take a look at two more charts, one of it being Ethereum. Ethereum has been just in a massive downtrend. We are way below our lower end zones. If you zoom out, you see, I mean, we're approaching our lower range. I have it marked at around 1,571. I think that this range around the upper 1,500s, even 1,600s, would be an excellent Ethereum accumulation zone. This basically is the bottom of the base where the bulls started. I mean, look right here. It's crazy. Way back in October of 2023. Until the Ethereum chart starts to look stronger, altcoins are going to bleed, and the ETH Bitcoin chart doesn't look much better. I know this sounds crazy because I've said, hey, later this year, I'm bullish on ETH, but I am. I don't think Ethereum is dead like many out there do. Now, I don't think Ethereum is going to achieve what it has in the past either, but don't forget about Big Daddy ETH, especially in the DeFi space. But let's take a look at Bitcoin, because this is what today's video is truly about, and that is the Bitcoin death cross. So we are taking a look at the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, right? And you can see that we have been on this massive downtrend way back from the all-time high when we hit like close to $109,000. There is going to be a Bitcoin death cross in the near future. Does that scare you? It doesn't scare me. And I'll tell you why. The Bitcoin death cross is, in my opinion, a very lagging indicator. What we tend to see with a Bitcoin death cross is that the downtrend occurs going into the death cross. If you look into our video right here, you can, or excuse me, if you look at the screen right around here, you'll see the blue line, which is the, excuse me, the 200-week moving average is slowly getting closer and closer to this downtrending line, which is the, which is the 200-week moving average. I could see Bitcoin dropping down a little more. Heck, we could go back and test the lower part of this range, the cross occurring when we're closer down around 76K. But over the next few days, I believe Bitcoin is probably going to sell into this death cross, which means we might still have some downward momentum. Right now, that is why we have shorts running on weeks, one on Solana, one on Bitcoin. And if you're interested in longing or shorting the market or just having another exchange to trade spot on, check out Weeks, help support the channel, $30,000 at USDT rewards and excellent trading fees. Use our link in the description below. Now, this death cross sounds scarier than what it is. So yes, Bitcoin could go down, but when this cross occurs, I actually expect Bitcoin to have a massive bounce. If we zoom out on the chart, you can see here our last lower range was around $76,000. We could get a bounce in this area right here, which we're working towards, or we may break through it and then we could test this range at 73.8, or maybe even go, God, I hope not, as low as 69,000. Now, if we break below this small channel at the bottom between the two yellow lines, I'm now worried that we are entering the bear market. But it is my opinion, and this is how I am trading the market, again, not financial advice, that I don't think the bull market is over yet. And this death cross doesn't show me anything other than we have been on a downtrend since Donald Trump was elected president. So maybe for myself, this time would be an excellent time to accumulate assets that I believe in, or maybe even add into some of my liquidity positions, the correlated positions that I have not gotten out of. Those I may add more into them once I feel we have bottomed out. And I do not feel like we have bottomed out yet. So for the next part of this video, before we get into the next part of this video, I want to make sure that everyone here very much understands what I mean about a Bitcoin death cross. If you are going to look at this, you need to check it on the daily chart. This is the daily chart right here. Any of the lower time frames don't really mean much, but I will show you this. If I go down to the 2-hour time frame, we had the death cross way back in March. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, we had a death cross back on yesterday on the 28th of March. What about on the daily chart? Hasn't happened yet. But when this occurs on the daily chart, I actually am expecting Bitcoin to start moving back up at that point, at least in the short term. So that is something we're keeping an eye on also. That means if I was providing liquidity on Bitcoin, I think an excellent range right now is anywhere from $73,000 to $76,000. And in the upper range, maybe 91.5, right? If I was doing a BTC USDC pair, whether that be on Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, whatever network I happen to be on at the time. But I would like to take some time now to look at some news. I think this is the big news of the week, and that is GameStop. GameStop has actually just tumbled. There's no doubt about that. And they, in their meeting, have decided to in their meeting, GameStop, or their last shareholders meeting, GameStop has now announced that they are going to use Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. When this happened, GameStop pumped to the moon, but you need to be weary because the next day they issued out the news that GameStop plans to raise $1.3 billion, more than likely diluting the stock. They had a 29% sell off over the last few days, which is nuts. I am not invested in GameStop, but I love hearing that more and more companies are adding Bitcoin as strategic reserve. States like North Carolina are looking into Bitcoin as strategic reserve asset, and even the United States government. These are bullish times as far as the news is concerned. Although I know the charts are not showing it, I understand that the chart. This is AMB Crypto. I wanted to talk a little bit about altcoins. Of course, the meme coin battle. You know our opinions on meme coins, but they are a big part of the space. The Binance Smart Chain has again flipped Solana and market cap. I've watched this happen in my time in the crypto space multiple times over. And part of this is the meme coin mania. It looks like a little bit of it has moved over, well, for a while on the Tron network and now on Binance Smart Chain. Will this last? I have no clue. I have a liquidity pool on Binance Smart Chain. I have a bunch on Solana. I use both, at least a little bit. But if you take a look at the total value locked, BNB on now has beat out Solana blockchain. And just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit, and please don't buy this. When if this token gets released, if it's on Solana, you know we're going to be shorting this crap. And that is, remember the Tiger King? The Tiger King is going to be launching a Solana-based meme coin from jail. I mean, go figure. This guy, excuse me, Joseph is his real name, who everyone knows as Joe Exotic, from his viral Netflix docuseries, who's in prison for murder. He is wanting to release a Solana-based meme coin, right? The Tiger King meme coin. And this is supposed to help pay his legal fees and help his family. Of course, this one's probably going to act as a rug pull, just like Libra and many of these other meme-based tokens out there. Libra was the Argentina-based meme coin we talked about on this channel. All right. Now, I want to get into why we DeFi, right? And I ran into this article earlier today, and it really bothered me. This article came from the Daily Hodl, and $1 billion US bank is accused of executing around $25 million of unauthorized transactions, quietly draining customer accounts, which is crazy. $1 billion US bank was accused of executing a $25 million worth of unauthorized transactions. This quietly drained customers' accounts. This is nuts. Now, this bank actually is called Yoda Technologies, and they ran a high yield savings account. And their high yield savings account, they were depositing customers' money with Evolve for safekeeping. Evolve's fintech partner, which was Synapse, collapsed, filing for bankruptcy, and over 85,000 Yada customers lost access when this occurred. So Yada's investigation is blaming Evolve and Synapse. And the other companies we're not really hearing from yet. So what's crazy is these customers can't access their money off their savings accounts. Some of this is why I DeFi. I mean, part of the reason people worry about DeFi is hacks and making mistakes, losing your funds. But it sounds like banks are doing the same thing. Again, this wasn't a legacy bank. It was a smaller company, but it shows me that we're all at risk, even in the TradFi space. To me, diversification is the true answer. And to do that, you need to educate yourself and learn a little bit more about crypto. We have talked about the death cross. We talked about some crazy news events, a bank that's actually just withdrawing customers' money. And we even talked about the Tiger King and GameStop buying Bitcoin. I hope you all have a great weekend. Please like and subscribe and ping that notification bell. Check out all of our affiliate links, help support the channel. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.